Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today another Latarjet update. It is about 4 months and 2 days, so we officially have passed the 4 months mark. And yeah, as always, some things that I want to share related to the surgery, but also things that have happened in my personal life. And first of all, I want to start with something negative or something pretty annoying. I have my hard drive, one of them, and well, I only had one. Now I bought multiple because this one has crashed. And unfortunately, there was about 200 gigabytes of footage on that hard drive. And I tried everything, but I think it is broken. And yeah, if you know something that I can do, please let me know in the comments, because I tried everything on YouTube and I cannot manage to get it back. So maybe there's some wizards out of you guys that can help me with this. Please let me know. It will be highly appreciated because there was some nice footage on that hard drive. But yeah, you know, life is good, I guess, because my arm is improving and I'm positive about it. I bought 2 new hard ones or hard drives, and I'm not going to make this beginner mistake anymore. Anyways, back to the Latarjet surgery. I want to say that today I got fired from the hospital where I'm doing rehab. They fired me because my strength is getting too good and my range of motion as well. You know, lots of people are on the waiting list to get into the hospital doing rehab. So we decided together that it is okay for me to leave because I'm just improving at a fast pace and I can train in the gym. It's more than enough. So yeah, I feel pretty good about being fired. So that is not always something to be happy about, but I'm pretty happy. Also very grateful because, you know, they really helped me mentally, but also physically to do lots of things to help me heal from that nerve damage. And so I want to come back to the nerve damage in a few minutes, but I just want to say that today I was in the gym and I have put lots of pressure on my shoulder because I wanted to make a video for you guys to show what I can do after 4 months in terms of, you know, pull-ups, push-ups, but also handstands, L-sits. I just wanted to give an idea about the pressure that I'm able to put on my shoulder after 4 months. So I'm going to show you the footage in a few minutes, also some physio footage. Before that, I want to go into the mental part, and maybe you can see it or hear it, but I feel pretty good. It has been months, but I feel very happy, very grateful. You know, my arm is back, I think, for about 90%. The strength is improving very fast right now. So I can only say that, you know, growing physically, seeing myself grow in terms of strength and range of motion, it is really helping me to just heal and grow mentally as well. So once again, filming myself has been a huge thing for me. I just look back to certain periods that I was not even able to raise my arm. I can see that I'm just growing, and once again, it is a big recommendation to just film yourself or to really track your process, because sometimes it seems like you're not growing, but if you look back, you see like, wow, I've just grown so much. So yeah, that is about the mental parts. The strength is coming back, the range of motion is coming back. It is not perfect, but I'm increasing every single day. And yeah, for me, as I said, like about 1 month ago, I was not even able to raise that arm. Right now, it just feels very natural to do whatever I was doing before the surgery, even better, because it feels very strong, it feels very stable, and when I'm doing my exercises, I just, you know, I'm not insecure. I feel very confident, very secure, and there are some little pains here and there, but I really feel that the choice that I made to do this surgery has been a big help for me. And yeah, I can only say that I'm very happy for you that you did the surgery as well. And even if there are any complications, you know, nerve damage, pain, or whatsoever, we gotta stay positive. I think my story is definitely an example of something that seemed to be very wrong, but I was, of course, I was lucky, but it is always possible to just recover and heal. And of course, I still feel the numbness and stuff, but in terms of movement, strength, and sports, I'm just doing perfectly fine, and I'm super grateful for that. And I just also wish this for you. Have no idea where you are, you know, how much time has passed post-surgery, but wherever you are, just know that even if you feel that you are not growing, or if it is not going fast enough. Just remember that sometimes it can take a week to grow like 150%. Because for me, it took like 2 months and a half before I even was able to raise my arm. But then since it started to work, it just went very fast. So have patience, be consistent, and be positive. I can only say be positive because mindset is very important for you as a person, but it also affects your body and the healing in general. So remember that, it is super important. There is lots of science about that as well. Anyways, let's get into the gym footage and the physio footage. I'm going to do some voiceovers, so let's get into it right now. So for the first exercise, we are using a stick to get some extra stretch in the shoulder using a roller. This is focused on the infrascapular, the infraspinatus, trying to improve that exo-rotation, followed by some shoulder presses. This is not easy, but I'm definitely improving. I think the hardest point for me is the inside elbow. You can see here too that the elbow is still difficult for me. I'm getting there step by step, but it's a process. This is pure infrascapular, infraspinatus. And here you have the disc that you have to push with the outside of your hand. You push it in front of you or behind you. And we added some extra weight. I'm using a little dumbbell of about 1 kilo to just improve that pressure on that shoulder. Part of my warm up in the gym is using these bands to get that stretch in my shoulder, getting it warm, getting it more flexible. This is nice to warm up. I'm also swinging my arms. This is something new. I can do it very comfortable, no pain, no blockage. It's very nice to see. I'm also doing different movements, just trying to warm up as good as possible. You can see here I have a little tension in my shoulder by doing this exercise, but that's okay. I'm also using sticks. This is definitely recommended to give that extra warm up, that extra stretch. Preparing for my first handstand in months, fully pain-free, super awesome. And this is also part of my schedule, focusing on the exo rotation. I'm using 1 kilo or 2 kilos, but I am improving. This is a push-up variation, putting lots of pressure on that shoulder. Once again, this is pain-free, no pain at all. Some dead hangs, no pull-ups, just hanging on that bar and then putting some pressure by doing some pull-ups. This is not fully pain-free. I think I can do it about 90% pain-free. I do feel a little tension, but it's doable. Right here, I'm doing some wall ball shots with a 4 kilo ball. Now I'm going over to 6 kilos, improving that pressure, no pain at all once again, which is super nice. And then going to 9 kilos, which is basically the weight that I was doing before the surgery. And it's not perfect, but I don't have any pain at all, which is super nice. This one is nice. I'm using the kettlebell, using it upside down, trying to keep it stable above my head while touching the ground on my good side. This exercise is really nice to do, and I definitely recommend it because it is really improving the strength in my shoulder. And then you have the ab rollers, very nice for the core. Also putting lots of pressure on the shoulder. So this is also nice to improve that strength. Then I can do some ski erg, which I couldn't in the past, but now I can do it pain-free. It's not perfect, but once again, just taking it step by step. And then another push-up variation. This was more intense, putting lots of pressure on that shoulder again, but once again, pain-free, and it feels very, very good. And then last but not least, I did these with 1 kilo in the past. I couldn't do more. Right now I can do about 3 kilos. This is with 2.5 kilos. I just see the increase. That's super nice. And always ending with some L-sits for my core and shoulder. So yeah, guys, as you can see, I am improving. Strength is improving, range of motion is improving. And I have to be honest, today was the first day that I did a handstand against the wall. And I had to think about it for a minute because somehow I was insecure about doing this movement because maybe it was not strong enough, maybe it was not safe enough, maybe I would dislocate, I have no idea, but I felt very comfortable, I had no pain, very stable, very strong. This is definitely something that makes me think about the fact that it is definitely worth it. And I did it once and it felt very good, and now I'm not afraid of it anymore. So it is my intention to really focus on the sports that everybody is doing. So within a month, I'm going to try to do some boxing. I'm going to try to do, paddle, tennis, going to swim. I'm going to do all these kinds of tests just to give you an idea what I can do after 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And this is just to show you what is possible, because I know before I did the surgery, I was checking on YouTube and on the internet about how long it would take to go back to the gym, how long it would take to be able to box or do whatever. And so I'm going to try to map this out just for the people, so they can get an idea what is possible. And of course, everybody is different, but it is always nice to get a glimpse, to get an idea from somebody who has the experience himself or herself. So yeah, that is something that I want to do for you guys. And I'm also working on a little ebook, a Latarjet roadmap. This is going to be a book with lots of information related to the surgery, but also lots of exercises that I have been receiving from my physio from the hospital and my private physio. I'm just going to map this out in a little ebook, so it is easier for you to just click on the videos or read about the information that I have received instead of searching on my channel, because there are lots of videos and much more is coming. So this is going to be a compact little book with all the information and all the exercises that you can use to recover and increase that strength and range of motion. And this is all connected to my physio. And of course, I'm not a doctor or a physio myself, but maybe it can help you along your Latarjet journey. So within a few days, I'm dropping a new video called FAQ, so the frequently asked questions. This is just a little summary of lots of questions that I have received related to the surgery. So when can I drive? How painful is it? What is the difference between a Bankert and a Latarjet surgery? So lots of questions will be answered in that video. If you have any specific question that you need some answers to, or some personal experience answers, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section. I will try to implement them in the video as well. And so for me, for the upcoming months, I'm going to focus on calisthenics, stretching and cardio, more specific running. I'm just going to work on these things within the sports, and I'm going to give some updates related to that as well. Of course, I'm going to focus on the Latarjet itself, but it is my intention to also make it a little more wide and also speak about other things that I'm interested in. So just know if my channel name changes, that it has to do with me trying to change my focus a little bit. Of course, I will make update videos on a weekly basis, and I will make lots of videos related to the Latarjet, but it is also possible that I will make videos related to other subjects. It is just so you know. So yeah guys, this was a little update for now. I hope you are doing good. If you have any specific questions, leave them in the comment section or send me a DM on Instagram. I'm always open for communication. I love to have chats with people that are having the same surgery as well. Know that I think about you. I wish you all the best. Keep the faith, have good hopes, because everything is going to be all right. And in a few months, you are back on track doing the things that you love. Much blessings to you. God bless. I pray for your healing. Take care and see you soon. Ciao.